Hi, Colin Kelly here with Do Business Smarter. And what I want to share with you in this quick video are the 12 core strategies every business owner needs to have in place working smoothly if they want to have a successful company. Whether you want to build your business to be $1 million company or you just want to move from where you are into a better position so you have more time and more money to enjoy. When people think about growing their business, there's three real phases to growing it. There's positioning the business for growth, which is having a solid foundation to grow from. There's marketing the business for growth, and that's where most people want to start, but it's vitally important that you have a really good foundation in the positioning strategies first. And thirdly, there's managing the business growth, making sure you have systems in place to be able to allow you to grow without stress. And within each of those areas, there's 4 core strategies you need to consider. Under positioning, first of all, there's having an action plan. Now, I'm not talking about a formal business plan. I think they're the greatest waste of time ever unless you're looking to go get funding. Now, I'm talking about having a clear direction as to where you're going, because if you don't have an action plan, you're lost. You have no direction and you don't have a clear plan as to where you're going. But when you have an action plan, you have clarity. You're clear in your direction, you're clear on your focus, and you know what you need to be working on all the time. The second part is having a time map. Because as small business owners, there's never enough time, right? We have more things to do than we have time in our day. And we end up jumping and we're being reactive to all the different things that need to happen. And when that happens, quite honestly, you're in panic mode. You're reacting, trying to keep up. But when you have a time map where you have your week laid out in a sensible fashion, you're calm. You're able to get everything done knowing you have a time allotted for all the repetitive tasks in your business. The third area of positioning is really focusing in on your marketing. Getting your market focused on a very specific area so you know who it is you're targeting, what their problem is, what your solution is, and what your message is going to be. Because when you don't focus your marketing like that, you're doing trial and error marketing. You're throwing stuff against a wall to see what's going to stick. It doesn't work and it gets expensive, but when you have focused marketing, you get results. Every time we can get somebody in our Achievers Club to really grasp the 5 1s of marketing and focus their marketing efforts, their results go up. And lastly, business is about profit. So it's really important that you understand your profit margins and aiming to grow those profit margins so you can have more money in your pocket at the end of the week, at the end of the month, at the end of the year. Because without having good profits in your company, you end up being stressed. You're stressed over not having enough. You're worried how you're going to pay all the bills, how you're going to meet payroll, how you're going to pay the mortgage, and you're stressing all the time over that. But when you have really good profit margins and you're growing those margins in a way that makes sense, you have confidence. You're confident in how you're growing your successful company. When those 4 things are in place, you have your business positioned for growth. You have your plan, you know how you're going to get everything done in your week, you're focusing your marketing efforts, and you're confident that your profit margins are healthy. You're able to move forward into marketing and growing the business with confidence. Now, before you go launching a bunch of campaigns, the first thing you need to have is a sales streamline, a step-by-step selling system that's going to convert your prospects into paying customers. Because without having a good streamlined sales process, you have way more supply for your product and service than you need, meaning you have way more time, you have way more inventory on the shelves, and things aren't selling. But when you have a good step-by-step streamlined sales process, you have more demand for your products and service that allows you to sell more for higher price because people want to buy what it is you're selling. Now it makes sense to launch your marketing campaigns, having solid, thought-through, focused marketing campaigns that are going to reach your target market and convert those people into paying customers using your sales process. If you don't have really good campaigns in place, you end up with a trickle of leads. You have a few leads coming in here and there, you're doing some networking, you're getting an odd referral, and you have a trickle of leads. A weak trickle is what we normally see. But when we work with people in our Achievers Club, when we work with people through the strategies that I'm going to be teaching at the upcoming Business Blast, with campaigns in place, you end up with a flow of consistent quality leads automated into your company. Now, we all love referrals. Everybody loves getting referrals. I call them fearless prospects. Yet, most people have a passive referral system, meaning they They get a new customer and they hope and they pray that they're going to get a referral from them. But smart business owners have a proactive referral system where it's a formalized process to generate referrals from their existing customers that builds this stream and a process to get these referrals in a proactive way. And referrals don't just come from your existing customers, they also come from your strategic alliance and joint venture partners, and you have a process as to how to make that happen. The fourth area in the marketing is your online presence, your web presence. Unfortunately, most people just have a web page, and most of those pages are what I call inside-out web pages. Whereas when you have this figured out, when you really understand the power of the web and the internet, and you develop an automated process, you don't just have a page, you have a magnet that delivers leads to you 24/7, 365 days a year. I call it microwave marketing. Your process warms up your leads so by the time you're talking to them, they are already interested in what it is you're selling. Yes, it takes some setup, but when it's done, it's fantastic. Now, moving on to the management of the business, you've got to earn loyalty. We all have to earn loyalty with our customers. I have a situation where we have loyal customers who want to do business with us on a regular basis, because without that, we are unknown. But when you have a loyal base of clients who are promoting what you're doing, you become a leader in your industry. When somebody does business with you, is it a transaction or is it an experience? For most people, unfortunately, it's a transaction. And because it's not a wow experience, you become an option. You become one of the options as to where they're going to spend their money. But when you create the ultimate customer service experience, you become the choice. You become the number one choice as to where they want to spend their money when they're buying products and services like yours. The second last of the strategies in the management section is building a team. Without having a really good team of people in your business to help you, you end up doing all the lifting. And that's why you're so tired at the end of the day, at the end of the week, at the end of the month. You get so tired because you're doing all the lifting. But when you have a talented team of people dedicated and focused on your vision for your company, you get lifted. They lift you up and they promote you and they take that pressure off you so you feel lifted and the company grows with your leadership. And last but certainly not least, developing systems, leveraging your time, your experience, your knowledge through systems. And all I mean by systems is having a written procedure as to how everything is getting done in your company. Because without systems, quite honestly, you have no life. You're reinventing the wheel in all the different parts of your company and you're typically stressed out. But when you have good, solid, written procedures that you and other people can follow, even if you're a one-person business, you get balance in your life. You get balance because you're not reinventing the wheel. So those are the 12 strategies that are in what I call our $1 million business matrix. It doesn't matter if you're trying to build a $1 million company or you're trying to go from 50,000 to 150,000 or you're trying to go from 200,000 to 700,000. That's the dollar amount is not the issue. The point is, regardless of what size of your company, if you want to have long-term success, these are the 12 areas you need to master as a business owner to be able to have the company that you want to have. So in our upcoming Business Blast, we're going to be looking at each of these 12 areas in detail. And you can decide, are there areas in here where you need to go from, with your action plan, from lost to clear? Do you need to develop a time map that gets rid of the panic and lets you be calm? Do you need to focus your marketing so you get away from trial and error and just get better results? Do you need to grow your profit margin so you have more confidence in your company and your financial situation? What can you do in your sales situation to be able to create a system that creates demand for your products and services? Do you have marketing campaigns that are launched and working so you have an endless flow of ongoing prospects? Are you getting referrals proactively from your business, from your clients? How about your online presence? Do you simply have a page and you need to change that so you can go from having a static page to having a magnet that attracts leads and warms them up for you 24/7? Are you a leader in your industry or are you unknown? Do you need to change how you build loyalty with your customers so you can be recognized as a leader in your industry? When people go to buy your products and services, are you just one of the options? Or are you the choice? What can you do to become the choice? Do you have strategies in place to build a team of people dedicated to your vision? And do you have balance in your life by using systems to leverage your time and experience? Those are the 12 discussions we're going to have in the one-day business blast. These are exactly the strategies we help the people in our Achievers Club to implement into their business. And in this one-day business blast, we're going to spend 10 hours going over these 12 strategies, and you will walk out of there with a clear action plan as to what you need to do, how to do it, to move from the lower end of this scale to the upper end of this scale in each of these 12 areas. We'd love to have you join us. It's a small group of small business owners who are dedicated to growth. And if you want to get the information and get on board, click on the button below this page to check for space, or go to dobusinesssmarter.com and look for the button that says One Day Business Blast. Hope to see you there. Thanks a million. See you on the next video.